In this video, we're going to continue working in the contracts pillar in AGI Compass, and today we're going to focus on two of the other sub-menu options under crop contracts, those being listing and contract position, and we're going to show you how to create your crop contracts in Compass easy and be able to track all the information with full traceability and reprintable documentation for your inputs, shipments, harvests, and whatever is attached to that contract. Compass offers two ways to create your contracts, whether that's through listing or contract position, and both will show information based on your contracts. Let's take a look at the difference between the two and how to create a contract. First, I'm going to click on listing, the first option in that submenu, and you can see here the details of my crop contracts that I've created in Compass very quickly, such as who the buyer is, type of contract, variety, quantity on the contract, maturity date, contract date, delivery options, and is it open or fulfilled. Clicking the pencil icon on any contract immediately takes me in and allows me to view the pre-saved details or edit, modify, or adjust any of the non-grayed out boxes, such as the type, crop and variety, quantity, measurement. Now the measurement for your contracts will be based on the crop and variety. If you've watched our list management video series, you'll know that you can set up crop varieties based on weight or volume. Additionally, you can also see any allocated quantities, any shipped quantities, price per sales unit, maturity date, contract date, delivery options, additional comments, and any external contract IDs you may have saved. Also, the status of this particular contract, as well as the ability to add different notes to it and date and timestamp them. This notes section will work very similar to any of the other note sections you've seen or encountered throughout the Compass system. Let's go back to the main page and let's take a look at the second option down, contract position, and the details that we can see right from the main page. Here you can see we're additionally showing the buyer, the crop and variety, the sales price per unit, the quantity on the contract as well as the quantity shipped to that contract, the maturity date, and the status. Additionally, the contract position viewing portion of Compass allows you to see a graphical representation bar and a percentage level of that contract that has been fulfilled. Seeing down below here, for example, our wheat HRS Carberry, we have shipped 64% or 47,917 bushels to the bushel total of 75,000 on our contract, and it still remains open. Clicking the pencil icon from here takes me to that same contract review page, but because this already has some items shipped to it and quantities allocated, we can actually see that we have 25,000 bushels allocated specifically to this contract, and here's what we've shipped. In another video, we'll take a look at some of the historical details and how to reprint or view that documentation. Let's take a look at creating a brand new contract. This can be done either through listing and clicking Add Contract, or Contract Position and Create Contract. Both will do the same thing. Let's go ahead and click Create Contract. And as we stated in our buyer creation video, you do have to have a buyer for any contract you're creating in Compass. If you require some assistance in setting up buyers, I do encourage you to contact your AGI Compass support representative, as we have tips and tricks on how to manage all of your different contracts, whether that's general sales, no specific buyer, whether that's you have a feedlot that you sell to yourself to take care of your livestock, or different tips and tricks on how to manage that inventory. For today's video, we're going to create a contract for linear grain. So we've selected our buyer from the drop-down. Now we can go into the type menu, which is completely optional. So for this training video, we're just going to put in, this is a COD or cash on delivery contract. Next, we're presented with the list or drop-down of crop varieties, and this does pull from your list management portion and your pre-created crop varieties. For this contract, we're going to create this for wheat. So we're just going to scroll through all my varieties, or I could start typing in the type box to find exactly what I'm looking for. And now we're presented with a red box. We do have to put in the quantity and unit of measure. Now, because this wheat variety is set up as volume, I'm only presented with volumetric measurement equivalents. We're going to leave that as bushels, and we're going to say this contract is for 50,000 bushels, and we're selling our wheat at $15 a bushel. Again, all the values entered into this training video are just for training purposes only and not reflective of actual values. Next, we're presented with a maturity date box, and as you may remember from other videos, the calendar pop-up happens. We can click into that, and we're going to say this matures in February of 2023, but we contracted this in January 4th, 2022. We can also put in any delivery options that we want, and here we're presented with a box that gives us 50 characters for delivery. Additionally, we can add comments, and again, up to 50 characters, and any external contract ID we got from our buyer. So this is LG4521867, and save contract. Compass lets me know my contract has been saved successfully and will immediately take me to the listing page where I can see my contract set. This has been how to create your contracts in Compass, whether you do it through the listing or contract position page. If you require more assistance in setting up your contracts or your buyers, I encourage you to contact your AGI Compass support representative at 1-866-278-9530 and book an online training session today. As always, thanks for watching and hope you have an awesome day.